All right, let's talk about the Sherrone Moore situation because this story is spreading faster than a rumor in a barbershop. But before we go any further, let me say this clearly so nobody tries to twist my words like a pretzel at Auntie Anne's. I am not defending Sherrone Moore. If the reports about him threatening her life and his own are true, that's not messy. That's not relationship drama. That's criminal. That's, sir, you need a lawyer, a therapist, and a prayer circle behavior. And let's not forget he's married. He's a father. He's a leader of young men. His moral compass is supposed to be straighter than a Marine's posture on inspection day. So no, we're not excusing him. We're not overlooking the infidelity. We're not pretending he didn't fail as a leader. He deserves accountability, absolutely. But here's the part that makes me want to unplug the whole internet. He's the only one getting it. Two adults, grown, fully developed, allegedly responsible adults made a consensual decision. They broke the same rule at the same time, in the same place, with the same enthusiasm. Moore gets headlines. Meanwhile, the woman involved, protected like she's the last roll of toilet paper during lockdown, protected like she's the last Popeye's chicken sandwich. They both walk in, they both grab the money, they both run out. Police show up like, sir, you're under arrest. Ma'am, you have a blessed day. There is a pattern. If this was a one-time thing, cool, we'd chalk it up to bad luck. But this is a franchise. This is the Fast and Furious of scandals. Same plot, different cast. Every time a scandal hits, the same formula kicks in. The man gets punished like he committed a federal crime. The woman gets treated like she wandered into the situation like a lost tourist. The media picks a villain, and spoiler alert, it's never her. And the public acts like she had the decision-making power of a Roomba. This isn't accountability. This is selective outrage with a side of corporate theater. Let's discuss Ime Udoka's situation. Same movie, different cast. Ime Udoka got hit with the infinity gauntlet of punishment, season-long suspension, press conferences, leaks, investigations. The woman involved? Protected like she was in the witness protection program. No name, no consequences, no accountability. Two adults, one punishment. Sound familiar? Then there's Mel Tucker. Michigan State fired that man so fast his ID badge probably evaporated. Now, the details are complicated, but the pattern is not. He was fired. He was publicly destroyed. He became the entire scandal. The woman involved? No consequences. No accountability narrative. No shared responsibility. Two adults. One punishment. Again. McDonald's CEO had a consensual relationship with an employee. He lost his job, his money, his reputation. The woman involved? Quietly reassigned like she was switching homerooms. No headlines. No consequences. Corporate America said, we enforce our policies selectively. We enforce our policies like coupons. Sometimes they apply, sometimes they don't. Brian Banks lost his scholarship, his freedom, and years of his life over a false allegation. The accuser later admitted she lied. She faced no criminal consequences. One life destroyed. One person protected. The pattern doesn't change, only the names do. Johnny Depp was treated like the villain for years. Amber Heard was treated like the face of victimhood. Then the evidence came out, and suddenly the narrative flipped like a mattress in a hotel room. But the damage? Already done. Let's stop pretending this is random. Let's stop pretending this is coincidence. Let's stop pretending institutions are neutral. When a scandal happens, the consequences fall like a meteor and they always land on the man. The woman involved? Wrapped in privacy policies, protected by HR, shielded by the media. And the public is trained to believe she had no agency, no responsibility, no role. That's not equality. That's not fairness. That's not accountability. That's institutional bias dressed up as morality. If two adults break the same rule, then two adults should face the same consequences. But here's the problem. We talk a big game about equality until it's time for equal accountability. Everybody wants equal rights, equal pay, equal opportunities, and they should. But when it's time for equal consequences, suddenly it's, whoa, 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 let's calm down. People want the perks of equality without the penalties, the spotlight without the scrutiny, the freedom without the fallout. You can't have equality on Monday and immunity on Tuesday. If two adults make the same decision, they should both be held to the same standard. Accountability isn't male or female, it's human. And when we only enforce it on one side, we're not protecting women, we're infantilizing them. Anything less is just optics management pretending to be morality. Because right now, we're living in a world of cookie jar justice, two hands in the jar, but only one kid gets grounded. And if we don't fix this, we're teaching the next generation that accountability is optional and only optional for some. So tell me I'm wrong. Seriously, if I'm missing something, show me the case where both adults got equal consequences. I'll wait. This has to change. And it's time for people to stop saying things like, that's just the way it is. That's how it goes. Nothing we can do to change it. That is at best acceptance, at worst being too lazy to challenge the system. All of us need to stand up and demand accountability across the board. Scream it from the rooftops instead of sitting on our asses and just watching from the sidelines.